Episode 22, Xiwu and Tantai Jin eliminate misunderstandings. Because of Tantai Jin's misunderstanding, there is only one soul-destroying nail left. Xiwu had no choice but to come to see Tantai Jin to continue her plan in order to destroy the demon god, but she was turned away by Tantai Jin. Seeing Yibingsheng by Tantai Jin's side, Xiwu wondered when the elder sister got so acquainted with Tantai Jin. Pianran sees the distraught Xiwu and asked if Xiwu has fallen in love with Tantai Jin. Although Xiwu has not admitted that she likes Tantai Jin, she cares about Tantai Jin's attitude in her heart. Yibingsheng betrayed Shaolin, although she hesitated in her heart. She insisted on accompanying Tantai Jin to win his favor. Yibingsheng, awakened by the nightmare, saw Tantai Jin asleep with a fever, and wanted to take the opportunity to kill him, but her Baiyu came in suddenly, so she had to give up her evil plan. While she was caring for Tantai Jin, she heard him called out for Xiwu. Qingyu came to thank Pianran because of the wound medicine. Pianran saw Qingyu's affection for her, but directly stated that she was not a good match for Qingyu. Xiwu saw Tantai Jin bring Yibingsheng back to the country, and treated her kindly. She was heartbroken and wept, but fortunately, Pianran was there to comfort her. Yibingsheng saw that Tantai Jin cared about Xiwu. So she deliberately talked about how he was treated badly in the past, and said that she would always be with Tantai Jin in the future. Tantai Jin pushed Yibingsheng's hand away and didn't care about her affections toward him, and sent her to get off the carriage. Yibingsheng took the initiative to find Xiwu and lied to her, saying that Tantai Jin liked her ever since the past. She said that now she can only rely on Tantai Jin if she wants to live, and plead with Xiwu not to snatch Tantai Jin from her. Xiwu said she don't like Tantai Jin, so she won't go after him. Tantai Minglang successfully trained more than 4,000 puppet troops, but he knew that these puppet troops could not fight against Tantai Jin, so he asked the warlock to figure out a way to deal with Tantai Jin within a month, otherwise she would bear the consequences. In Tantai Jin's dream, Xiwu no longer liked him and wanted to like others, and Tantai Jin woke up in a panic. Yibingsheng walked in just then. Tantai Jin asked Yibingsheng if she was happy by his side. Yibingsheng said yes, but Tantai Jin can see in her eyes that she was lying. Tantai Jin stated that in her eyes she sees fear and only wanted to be by his side for protection. Yibingsheng states that Xiwu treated Tantai Jin badly back then. But she is now able to be by Tantai Jin's side, so there is no difference between herself and her little sister Xiwu. Tantai Jin scolds her, saying she is no match for Xiwu, that she as a whole is not even comparable to a single strand of hair on Xiwu's head. Yibingsheng was humiliated and felt hatred toward Xiwu and Tantai Jin. Tantai Jin made Yibingsheng a concubine of his and gave her the title of Mrs. Xuanqing. Xiwu was upset and planned to return to Yefu for a while. Tantai Jin didn't wait for Xiwu to come to him, he went to seek for her. In Xiwu's dormitory he saw a bunch of letters, but suddenly he heard her coming in, so he hid. Xiwu went back to the dormitory to grab her luggage to go back to Yi Mansion. As she was taking off, she trashed the letters and took away the star meteorite that Tantai Jin had given her. After Xiwu left, Tantai Jin picked up the letters Xiwu had written and found out they were written to him and not to another guy as he first thought. From the letter, he could see how much Xiwu cared about and missed him. Tantai Jin wanted to chase Xiwu back, but saw Xiwu throw the star meteorite into the lake. At the Yes mansion, Xiwu's grandmother learned that Qingyu was going back to the city today, and asked Xiwu to give Qingyu the clothes and food she had prepared for him. Xiwu waited at the gate for Qingyu, and she handed him the stuff his grandma prepared. He asked Xiwu to bring back the collection of books he brought back from Chengdu to Yefu. Xiwu was curious about why Qingyu went to Chengdu, and learned from Qingyu that the bones of Tantai Jin's mother had been stolen by King Shang, and that Qingyu brought the warlock to Shang to help Tantai Jin save her mother's soul. Xiwu learned that she had misunderstood Tantai Jin, and took off running to find Tantai Jin. She couldn't find him in the palace, so then she wanted to fish out the star meteorite from the lake first. Xiwu knew exactly where Tantai Jin would be, so she went to him. She started to apologize when she saw Tantai Jin in the imperial mausoleum, and also said that she had wrongly blamed Tantai Jin. He told her that he sees everyone's prejudiced eyes looking at him in fear and dislike, and he didn't cared, but to see it in her eyes he was hurt. She promised him that she would not look at him like that ever again in the future and that she will be by his side. Xiwu then asked Tantai Jin if he liked her older sister Yibingsheng. Tantai Jin said that the reason why he brought Yibingsheng back was because she was Xiwu's sister, and he thought that would make Xiwu happy. He said he used to imitate Shaolin on liking Yibingsheng, but when he met Xiwu, he realized that the person he liked was Xiwu. Tantai Jin expressed that he was willing to try to be a good person, and hoped that Xiwu would not leave him, and Xiwu naturally agreed. Tantai Jin held on to Xiwu's hand and looked at them carefully, then she said to him that she was sorry. She stated that she threw the star meteorite into the river. She jumped in and searched all over but couldn't find it. Tantai Jin pulled the star meteorite out of his coat and Xiwu happily held it close to her heart. Tantai Jin told Xiwu that he had a secret in his heart. Whenever his life was in danger, he would always hear a cold and ruthless voice in his dreams. Xiwu knew inside that it was the voice of a demon god, and she told him warmly that she would accompany Tantai Jin in the future. He then said that he hardly hears and sees that demon in his dreams, because his dreams are filled with only her. Pian Ran came to seduce Yiqingyu while she was drunk, but Yiqingyu was unmoved at all. Yiqingyu said that since the day Pian Ran saved him, his heart for Pian Ran has never changed. But Pian Ran told Yiqingyu that she was once married to Jiang Rao and gave her heart as a gift to her husband. Jiang Rao died tragically on the battlefield, and her heart was also lost. She stated that she saved Yiqingyu because Yiqingyu looked like Jiang Rao. Yiqingyu didn't want to have a momentary pleasure with Pian Ran, but a lifetime partner. Yiqingyu kissed Pian Ran in desperation, and the two spent a good night together. The next day, Pian Ran woke up and went to the palace to look for Tantai Jin. She wanted to ask him for the antidote to the poison he had given her and to demand her freedom. Tantai Jin informed her that Yiqingyu had already begged for Pian Ran's antidote early in the morning. If she wanted it, she would have to get it from Yiqingyu. Pian Ran walked off angrily while Tantai Jin smirked and laughed.